Well, Glenn, look, obviously I'm a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. Let's review, let's take head on their strongest, they call their strongest argument. Let's take what happened in Oregon. So after one of these shootings happens, the president didn't even wait. This time, I mean, talk about unseemly. He comes on live TV, politicizes this while we're still learning the details. He and Hillary Clinton are in a race to see who can take away our Second Amendment rights the fastest. Taking away the rights of law-abiding citizens won't stop these shootings, these massacres. Let's be honest. We've got a culture that is decaying. If you really want to understand why we have these mass shootings, you really want to understand, the knee-jerk liberal reaction is, we'll take away law-abiding people's guns. That'll solve this. That doesn't solve anything. We've got a culture where we no longer protect innocent human life. We've got a culture where if you watch movies, you listen to music, you turn on your TV set, you're just overwhelmed with the violence, the obscenity. It's so hard to raise kids. And I say this not just as a governor, but as a father. We've got a decaying culture. We've got millions of kids growing up in families where they don't have father figures. We got millions of young boys who aren't growing up learning about values or the value of human life or truth. We got the father, and this is going to be very politically incorrect. I know we've already said enough things. We're going to get a lot of objections to this, but let's go ahead and be honest. You got the father of the Oregon shooter lecturing us about gun control. Here's a guy that, by his own admission, doesn't know how many guns his son had, doesn't know where he got the guns, wasn't in his son's life. He was living with his mom, really couldn't tell us a whole lot about his son. Who's he to be lecturing us? But you're right, Glenn, the left, they don't want to talk about the moral decay. We need a spiritual revival in this country. If you want to understand why this is happening, it's the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. Our culture is getting more and more coarse, more and more violent. Our kids, we tell them they can't bully at school, and then they come home and they play these video games with violent, graphic depictions of rape, murders, killings. And then we wonder, and too often it's a troubled young man that commits one of these shootings. The answer is not gun control. The answer, look, if somebody's going to break the law to use a gun, they'll break the law to get a gun. Let's be honest about this. This is just the left trying to take away more of our rights. This is the left. They already don't like our First Amendment religious liberty rights. They don't like our Second Amendment rights. Part of this, I think a lot on the left, they live in a world that's very different from us. A lot of them, not only are they not believers, they don't know folks that are believers. Not only do they not have guns, they don't know people that have guns. They look at people. The earlier conversation we were having about our guns, they listen to that, they're horrified.
Yeah.
They think that's barbaric.
Yeah.
They think that's last century.